What's going on, everyone? It's Simran Singh back with a video, and with the application cycle among us, I thought it'd be necessary to make a video about personal statements and even read you guys my personal statement as well. I'm going to break down the structure and organization of my personal statement and basically talk about why I wrote each paragraph and why I incorporated the things that I did in my own personal statement. But before I get into that, if you guys are interested in me helping you guys out with your personal statement and be part of the editing process, feel free to reach me at the email down below and I can give you more information about that. But yes, let's get into the topic of the video. But before I get into the topic of the video, I do want to let you guys know that I applied in the 2018 application cycle and I got interview invites at 9 dental schools. I attended 6 of those interviews and got 5 acceptances. Your personal statement isn't everything about your application, but it definitely is a very important component when you're applying. So I thought I'd make this video to help you guys out. So yes, after that brief introduction, I'm gonna get into my personal statement. Not gonna lie, I am a bit nervous, but you know, this video is long overdue and I'm more than happy to share this with you guys. All right, so here we go. All right, so first paragraph. Simran, why aren't you smiling? Show us your teeth. I would often hear this growing up whenever someone took a picture of me. I tried to hide it, but I was self-conscious about my crooked teeth and it always showed. Growing up, my peers would tease me about how gap-filled my smile was, and this took a toll on my confidence. It was not until the age of 13 that I was finally able to begin my orthodontic treatment and was consequently introduced to the important role dentistry has in your overall appearance. And here's paragraph 2. Although I wanted a straighter smile, I dreaded going to my orthodontist because of the inevitably painful days that followed. However, the personal bonds I made with my doctors turned around my negative outlook. The more appointments I attended, the more I became curious about the process my teeth were undergoing. My doctors took the time to educate me when they saw how fascinated I was with the science of it all. I quickly gained an interest in not only my oral health, but dentistry as a whole. Upon completion of my orthodontic treatment, I had a smile I could finally show with confidence, but I more so appreciate the time my doctors took to build a relationship and teach me how to manage my own health. So yeah, that's how I structured the first 2 paragraphs of my personal statement. And in all honesty, prior to me getting orthodontic treatment, that information was all true. I was super self-conscious about my teeth, about my smile, when people would take pictures of me. And yeah, it was something I was genuinely not proud of. And not gonna lie, in the beginning, I really didn't want braces because even though someone like that you would think would be excited to get straighter teeth, I really didn't want to go through that process. I knew it was painful. I knew all my friends were complaining about it. And even when people had braces growing up, they would get made fun of too. However, when I did ultimately decide to get braces, I was very fortunate enough to get them done at a family friend's dental practice. And she would always hold me accountable to make sure that I was doing the right things in order to make sure my teeth were clean, make sure I wasn't breaking brackets because I was doing that early on, and really just educating me about oral health and the whole orthodontic process. And in the beginning, I wasn't too intrigued by it. In all honesty, I really didn't want to have braces, but as time progressed, I really genuinely started to appreciate the effort she put into me and really become intrigued by the field of dentistry. So that really was my first introduction to dentistry, was when I would go every single month to my orthodontist, to my general dentist, and really just be educated about what my teeth were undergoing and the whole process of orthodontics. And I really didn't expand on this in my personal statement because you only have so many characters to write, but the same general dentist where I got my orthodontic treatment from, she was also the dentist that I shadowed later on in high school and ultimately introduced me more into the field of dentistry and the profession. So yeah, those first 2 paragraphs were kind of highlighting how I was introduced to dentistry and how just a change in your smile can really change your overall outlook. Because for me personally, the moment I got my braces off and I could smile and just like smile without even being self-conscious about the way people would judge me about my teeth, it really did change my life. I'm not even exaggerating. Like even to this day, like I'm so happy when I smile, not just because I'm happy, but I can show my teeth. So I know the influence that has on me, and me being in dental school and wanting to do cases in the future with orthodontics and veneers, whatever the case may be, I want to have that impact on someone else's life as well. So yeah, those are the first 2 paragraphs. That was kind of my thinking behind writing that. So Yeah, let's keep going. As my interest in dentistry grew, I became more conscious of the health of those around me. I had the privilege to receive consistent health care, but I recognized my family did not. Growing up in India, my family was never educated on oral health the way I was. My orthodontic treatment sparked my interest in the dental profession, but these realizations about my family showed me the role I wanted to have in dentistry. I found a drive in working to educate people on the importance of oral health and providing access to resources for underserved communities or communities where dental health education is not as prominent. So yeah, for me, growing up, I thought it was kind of normal to have a lot of extensive dental work done, have complete dentures. And the more I learned about dentistry, the more I realized that the less work that you can get on your teeth, the better it is for you. Oral health education is greatly important, and it is definitely something that many communities and people in general do not take as serious as they should. They don't even see the dentist until they are in pain. And even to this day, as being a dental student, you'll come across patients who will come to the dental school for the first time, have never seen a dentist, and a lot of their teeth are hopeless. So the more I learned about the importance of oral health education, of having access to resources, and really seeing that how it affected my family and people around me firsthand, really inspired me on what role I wanted to have in the dental profession. And as a dentist, I feel like it is your obligation to educate as many people as you can, especially those that are in underserved communities or communities where access to these resources aren't as accessible. So that was the thinking behind that paragraph, and I really wanted to convey that because again, you don't have too many characters in your personal statement, and you really have to be somewhat concise, but you also really want to make sure that the reader is understanding what you are trying to say. All right, so paragraph number 4. So in college, I knew I wanted to use the privileges afforded to me to help others. I got involved with an organization called Volunteers Around the World, which provides responsible aid globally. The last 2 summers, I spent several weeks in the Dominican Republic volunteering in free dental clinics in underserved communities and shadowing the dentists that work in them. I was able to act on my desire to educate by utilizing the tell, show, how, do technique with a dentist in order to teach the patients how to brush and floss effectively, as well as educating them on the importance of oral health. We showed patients pictures of active decay and explained how it could lead to infection and more discomfort if not handled correctly. This reframed their oral health as something they could take charge of and not a problem only a dentist could fix. Again, especially when I entered college, I essentially knew that I wanted to become a dentist, especially after the first year. And once I knew, I really did want to get involved from the charitable aspect of dentistry and do what I could with the help of other dental professionals to help educate people in underserved communities on the importance of your oral health with your overall health. So yeah, with those 2 paragraphs, I wanted to talk about my aspirations in dentistry and talk about my experiences with other dental professionals in my undergrad in order to do that. So that was basically the outlining and structure of those 2 paragraphs. All right, so this is the next paragraph. After my first summer in the Dominican Republic, I took a job as a dental assistant near my house. In my position, I often worked with patients from disadvantaged backgrounds. Many individuals came in with severe pain from untreated conditions, and they often had poor oral hygiene routines. The dentists I worked with would try to make these patients understand the long-term consequences of their habits and how essential it was to come in for their regular checkups. I saw the result of her efforts as these patients began scheduling regular appointments, which would minimize their chances of developing problems in the future. During their return visits, they were more involved in their care, asking questions about the lifestyle choices they should make to improve their health. It was a profound change from the patient who had walked in before, someone who had not seen the dentist in years. Seeing the impact that the dentists I worked with made on these individuals' lives affirmed the role I wanted to play in the profession. I want to have the training that will not only allow me to help people feel better, but also be a partner in their health education. So yeah, again, with this paragraph, I wanted to expand more on my experiences, as well as talking about the aspirations I have in the dental profession. After I went to the Dominican Republic, I took on a job as a dental assistant and actually worked in the community where a lot of patients were on Medicaid, a lot of access to resources and dental health education wasn't as good, and you won't even believe how some of these patients turned around their overall thinking with dental health. like I was fortunate enough to work with someone who had the same thinking about dentistry as me. And I even told her that, like, while I was working with her, like, I really want to do my best to change these patients' outlook on dentistry. Like, these patients haven't been here for years. And next thing you know, they're coming regularly for their appointments, getting the work done that they need, and then asking questions on how they can improve their oral health and maintain the work that we have done for them. So that to me was incredible, and like everything was kind of making sense, coming together in terms of the role I felt I wanted to have in dentistry. Like, obviously these were my aspirations, but like, you know, seeing this stuff firsthand, having relationships with these patients, and seeing the impact you can have on them was just a beautiful thing. Like, even to this day, when as a dental student, having these relationships with these patients and seeing how they change their outlook on, you know, dental education, their oral health, it's an amazing thing. Like, you can do so many great things in this profession, and you know, I'm super excited for the future. Obviously, I have so much more work to do, like as a dental student. But yeah, the reason why I brought that up is because the information that I put in my personal statement still applies to me today. So yeah. All right, so last paragraph, just kind of like concluding everything. Throughout all these experiences, my interest in dentistry intensified into a strong passion. I found gratification in seeing patients empowered to take control of their health. As a dentist, I will strive to provide accessible dental care and create better oral health literacy. To me, being a dentist is not an ordinary 9-to-5 job, but an opportunity to improve someone's quality of life, like the 13-year-old boy who was ashamed of his smile. So yeah, that basically summed up everything, you know, to having a dentist change my life and my overall confidence, to realizing how important dental education it is, not only to people close to me, but to people I encounter on a day-to-day basis. I feel like I know the impact that dentistry can have on an individual. And I really wanted to talk about that in my personal statement and essentially just talk about my aspirations and goals as a future dentist. So yeah, hopefully that video was super helpful, because I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous to read my personal statement, but again, like, you know, being a fourth year dental student right now, like, and with you guys asking me questions about personal statements, I thought I'd just make this video to help you guys out. And again, if you guys do want to work one-on-one with me, feel free to reach me in the email down below, and I can give you more information about personal statements and, you know, the whole editing and structured organizational process. I would be really happy to work with you guys. So if that is something you guys are interested in, feel free to reach out to me. But yeah, hopefully that video was helpful, guys. Appreciate you guys for your constant support. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video and comment any questions you have down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.